back at Harley Davidson of Greenville, South Carolina. This is the most dangerous place for me. This is Engineer 775. I brought my bike in again, well, just for a 5,000 mile service, but I also did a few other things and I'm going to talk to you about it. But this has been a really fun experience for me, and I'm going to head over to parts for my next, looking at a little bit of luggage and some other things I want to put on the bike. So, but this is a dangerous place. Harley Davidson of Greenville. What can I say? It's been a lot of fun and just learning. I'm going through all the stages right now, and I'll show you the little map. I started out stock and vent, did everything I could do. A lot of what came on my Street Glide Special was already had stage 1 improvements. I'll show you on the bike. And then this is why I'm here today. I went with the stage 2. I went with the torque cam upgrade, and it added about 25 foot-pounds of torque. So I'm up to 123 foot-pounds now on the torque at about 3,000 RPMs. I kind of talked to several people, stage 3, stage 4. If I do it, would just go ahead and get stage 4 and just do basically the everything, the bore, the heads, the throttle body. So I'm just having fun. This is just a little thing I'm enjoying right now. I was thankful to be able to get this bike, and now I'm just having fun with it. Hey folks, Engineer 775 here, just showing off my latest work vehicle. Yeah, right. Work vehicle. I actually do use it to do site visits. I throw meters and screwdrivers in there and pretend I'm working. But it's sometimes nice, some site visits I don't have to bring the truck, and I can just go check and measure and take my solar pathfinder and a few gizmos, and I'm good. Head up into the mountains. As you can see, it's real rough right here. This is kind of in my backyard, not too far from home, and just out for a ride before Hurricane Ian. Rains for 2 days, and anyway, we're getting some wind from it. But anyway, this is the latest Engineer 775 tool, work vehicle. I'm having fun. This is a 2021 Street Glide Special, and I've been playing with it, doing some upgrades, keeping it maintained, but I just want to talk to you about it. I know if you've got a Harley, you know that Harley has a way to make money after the sale, and that's with their upgrades. They have all these stages. There's 4 stages you can take this bike through and still maintain the warranty that comes with the bike. So they come very detuned to meet California emissions. And so what I've done is there's 4 stages, and I've gone through stage 2, and I've got about 5,000 miles on the bike. And so I'm keeping it all factory. I'm not buying anything other than from Harley and going through their Screaming Eagle performance criteria. So what do I mean by that? So the first thing I did, now because the Street Glide Special, it had an oversized intake, so that's helpful. And the exhaust, I did change out the header pipe. There's no catalytic converter in here. So what that did, a couple things. It took a lot of the heat and kicks the heat back before it get really hot. Here it doesn't anymore. The heat is dissipated back behind my leg. So that was super nice. Then I added just a few things, highway pegs, grips. I had to move my mirrors because I got a new set of handlebars, the 12-inch mini apes, just to raise them up. I just find it super comfortable, really enjoy it. Drink holders, phone holders, gizmos and things. So I added these mirrors. I did the stock windshield looks really cool, but if you're riding a lot, I'm 6'3". This thing hits, it was here, and it would hit me right in the face, the wind. I love this wind vest. It's got a curvature too. You can see it. It just kicks the air up and over my helmet. And so that is super nice. But so in terms of stages, what did I do? Stage 1 was I bought a tuner. You have to buy a tuner, Screaming Eagle tuner. I keep the tuner with the bike. It's in here somewhere. There it is. So this is my tuner, the Screaming Eagle tuner. So basically what they do on any type of adjustment, they if you're changing an intake, changing the pipe, changing the exhaust, just to balance the flow of air in, exhaust out, they tune the bike. They put it on a dyno and they tune it. And goes my buddy. But anyway, so every stage you got to go through a tune-up. So I really wanted to do, so stage one, I rode the bike for 3,000 miles with stage one, and that was great. I bought it with stock. I rode it for about 700 miles stock, and decided I wanted to change a few things. So going through the stages, stage one, pipe, change out, a tuner, and that's about it on a Street Glide Special. Not much of a big deal, but it added a few horsepower, added a nice note, a nice sound to it. Now stage two, I am loving. I just picked up the bike 2 days ago, and I went for stage two, which is a cam. So they offer 2 cams, a power cam and a torque cam. But most of my riding is up in these hills, and I just wanted a torque cam, acceleration off the line, acceleration out of a curve, and it kind of maxes out around 3,000 RPMs is where the torque curve. So they ended up putting in a new cam. They didn't have my Screaming Eagle cover plate. It's on order, so I'll put that in. Basically say stage 2 Screaming Eagle, blah, blah, blah. Little placard there. So they put a cam in, and that basically changes the dwell, the timing, duration of the valves being open. So what does that do? Well, it throws the thing out of tune again in terms of airflow. So they put the tuner on it, put it on the dyno, take it through a few cycles on the dyno to get the intake right. And so I'm up to 123, 124 foot-pounds of torque at 3,000 RPMs. And so you can definitely tell the difference. And I'm at 100, a little over 101 horsepower, I guess, up from the stock, which is high 80s. And so you can go crazy with these things. So stage 3 seems a little crazy not to do stage 3 and stage 4 together. But stage 3 and 4 is new jugs, new pistons, new heads, new throttle body. Basically taking this from 114 cubic inch to 131. Okay, so you can do that. And again, probably everything that you do to your bike, you're probably reducing the reliability on it, probably messing with it, but it still is under warranty. I'm not doing anything crazy, just a cam. But man, so it's been fun. This is my tool for work, and it's fun to just take it out and ride it for a few thousand miles, make a few modifications. I love it. I love the stereo. I love the way it rides. I put a different seat on it. I put a different peg on my shifter, highway pegs, like I said. And just a few little things. It's pretty simple, blacked out Street Glide Special. Anyway, just wanted to share. It's a very important part of the solar business, and my business is to have the right tools. So I've added the Harley Street Glide Special, and it's just a way to, after work, just to relax. It's so nice. I waited 35 years for the deal that my wife and I made was until the girls get through college. Elijah doesn't count, I guess. But until the girls got through school, I couldn't have my Harley. So my family always had Harleys, still does. And anyway, I held out. I'm glad I held out. I was fortunate enough. I just went in. It's such a good feeling to go in. And when they say, hey, how are you going to finance it? And I just paid cash and walked out of there with the bike. It was a great feeling, and it makes it so nice when I go for a ride. It's like, it's paid for, it's bought and paid for. And so I'm just adding some bells and whistles as I desire to, just to make it more fun. And so soon I will be pulling wheelies, because I'll have plenty of torque and horsepower to be able to just lift the front end up without killing the clutch. I'm just kidding. But it is definitely a lot snappier than it was. So anyway, enough of that. I'm going to go back to enjoying this beautiful scenic highway. I am not far. It doesn't take me long. I can get up on the Blue Ridge Parkway. There's so many beautiful places to ride where I live. Another reason to have a nice bike. And I can just, after a nasty day of work, I can just get on this thing and just go either listen to some tunes. The stereo's awesome. And or just listen to that awesome exhaust, that rumble. If you might not like Harley Davidsons, but for those of you that do, you understand. And then I guess I'm not going to get into the road glide, street glide debate just yet. But but for now, there's no reason to ask any. Well, if you got any questions or any advice, if you're Harley fanatics out there and got some advice for me, I'm all ears, because this is my first Harley, and I really am enjoying it. So let's go for a ride. Oh, I did add a backrest. This is a seat that I just didn't put it on here today. Sometimes I ride with a rest, sometimes I don't. And long ride, that rest is really comfortable. So let's go to the mountains. Engineer 775 signing out.